Today, what we're going to be discussing is, pretty much buying a home day after discharge, right? That's the kind of the thumbnail title you guys saw. You're curious on really what that means. And what we're talking about today is buying a home right after service, right? How do you actually prepare for that transition? Oftentimes you may be relocating, maybe you were stationed somewhere and now you're moving to another state. Of course, the military was your employer. Now you have to seek new employment, all these different things. Is it even possible to purchase a home right after you got out of service? We're here to break that all down for you here today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just uncovering and unveiling all of that. It's just really exciting. It's really exciting because being in the military, as a young sailor or young soldier, I can't stress of all the, let's just put it out, the dumb purchases that are made, right? Rather than actually purchasing something that's going to grow with you, right? So put the iPhones down. No need to go ahead and run out there. Again, Apple has many, many products. We love Apple, by the way. But just giving an example, there are certain things that you probably can do without that's going to put you in a position for you and your family for a lifetime.
Absolutely, absolutely. Don't buy a big TV like this if you can't afford it just yet, right? Wait on that. And life is a marathon, right? We often teach about that. And just wait your turn, right? It's your journey. Don't feel like you have to rush to do anything. Just pace yourself. It's a marathon. And that's kind of what Kenneth is alluding to there. You have purchases, you go out, buy the new iPhone, buy a big TV, Black Friday sale, all these kind of things. And you look back on how that money could have compounded for you if you would have invested it in real estate and different things of that nature. So when we're talking about the home purchase and especially the VA loan, what I want you to primarily know is that yes, you can utilize the VA loan while you're in service. Hopefully you guys took advantage of that. Now, if you did utilize your VA loan while in service, you can utilize your VA loan more than once. So I just want to set that foundation out for that you can do that. There's a lot of factors on how to do that. We have other videos that kind of delve into that. But the main issue that I want to quickly discuss for you guys today is that what are the components that you need to actually purchase a home after you get out of service, right? So now going into 2024, there's a lot of new regulations. So you might have things that you believed in the past as far as 2-year job history. Can you actually purchase a home as a business owner without having a W-2 income and things of that nature? Well, all of that is changing. So I'm not going to go into the details of that. If those are your circumstances, definitely reach out to me and I'll be able to kind of consult you on an individualized basis to really get into your particular needs. But no, you can actually purchase a home without actually having that 2-year job history if you getting out of service and now you're a business owner, right? You started that business while you're in service. There's a lot of different programs that are able to do that. They know that a lot of our veterans are starting their own business, right? Because you have veterans where you acquire so many skills in service. You started a business while you're still in service. That was kind of a side thing while you're in service. And now you're going towards that full time, right? So we definitely want to make sure that you can get a home. So they will look at your job history. Now, if you are still active duty right now and you're considering buying a home and you're still looking to stay where you currently are, I would, if you have the option, recommend buying a home while you're still in service, right? Before you transition out, because I'm going to let you know it's not impossible to purchase a home day after discharge, right? But it's not easy either, right? It may come with, a lot more scrutiny and a lot more questions. But so if you are still active duty and you're on the fence and you're wondering about the interest rates and things, and that was kind of steering you away from it, go ahead and look at our video that we actually made about the VA loan Streamline Refinance. that's a program you can utilize, right? So if you purchase a home now and interest rates go down significantly, you can go ahead and refinance that to that lower interest rate, very minimal effort and minimal fees, which is most important for our veterans. So now when you are purchasing a home, they're going to be looking at your job history. So they're going to be looking at that, right? So the main thing, especially even when they're talking about the job history of 2 years, even when that was like a major thing, now it's got a little bit more relaxed, but you want to consider what your job was in service, right? So, Kenneth, what was your job in service?
Well, I was aviation supply.
Okay.
I worked aviation supply, so yeah, I was kind of heavily in the logistics.
Exactly. Okay, so Kenneth was in logistics, and I wanted to utilize that as an example, right? So let's say Kenneth was in logistics while he was in service. Okay, and now he went and got another position doing the same thing outside of service, right? Right after he discharged. Well, that work experience in that industry still continues on. So it's not like you have to reset with your job history because you're still working within that same industry, right? So that might be something to consider for veterans who may have a few different job options and you're contemplating purchasing a home. Well, if you take that job option that's very similar in that same industry that you've already been working, it's going to help you when you're applying for that mortgage application, okay? So that's going to be extremely important there. In other instances, let's say you worked as a medic and different things like that, and now you're going into being a fireman or going into nursing and different things like that. There's a lot of exceptions and stuff made for those type of career fields. And another gem that I'm going to give you guys regarding that, whether it's for you or your spouse going on a loan together, when you are actually in nursing school, okay? So not just taking your prereqs, but in nursing school, and then you actually get your RN license and you start actually working as a nurse, they actually count your job history of that time where you actually been educated in that field, okay? So whether it's nursing or whether it's any other trade that you may be pursuing, they will count that as work time in that field. So you want to be mindful of that as well.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Because I do hear that now. But now let me ask: are there certain restrictions?